It's the day before an especially high-stakes midterm election with races that could change the balance of power in the U.S. House and Senate.
Yeah, KGUN 9 Your Side's Craig Smith has more on how the political parties are pushing to make sure their voters get out the vote and how to make sure you have the right information to be able to vote.
The Pima County Elections Office is already busy counting a flood of early ballots. It's a team effort with members of each party cross-checking each other to help assure you there's an honest count. If you're worried about someone hacking the election, you ought to know that in Pima County, all the ballots are on paper, except for a few touch screens that might be used for people with handicaps like a vision problem. And none of that voting data goes out on the internet. Everything is hand-carried in here to the Election Central. This is where it's verified, and then it goes to the counting machines. A lot of people went for early voting. Now both political parties are working to reach people who have not voted yet and urging their voters to get to the polls.
This is not a typical midterm. This is more like a presidential election that we are experiencing here. Very much so, because just in terms of the volume of volunteers that we have and the volume of phone calls that we're getting, the hits on our website, that type of thing.
Republicans have been feeling the same urgency to bring out their voters. Because early voting has become so popular, campaigns roared up to full speed weeks before these final hours.
It's no longer Election Day tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day to vote, which is entirely different than Election Day. And so people have been voting for a month, and it changes the entire nature. I mean, that's why we've been inundated with commercials for a month.
Officials say if you're voting tomorrow, bring your voter card and a government photo ID that shows your address. If you don't have an ID with a current address, bring 2 items like current utility bills. Craig Smith, KGUN 9 on your side.